Department of Homeland Security says there are about 150 sanctuary cities. Those are communities which refuse to comply with federal immigration laws. Our next guest wants to hold them accountable. Joining us now is Senator Luther Strange of Alabama, native of Birmingham, who helped EWTN fight the HHS mandate requiring employers to provide contraception. Senator, welcome to the program.
I'm so glad to be on today. Thanks for having me.
The rule of law says cities have to comply with the Federal Illegal Immigration Reform Act. But sanctuary cities are refusing to do this. Tell us about your bill. What does it seek to do?
Well, along with colleagues in the Senate, we've introduced a bill that will require sanctuary cities, that is, cities that don't comply with the law, refuse to cooperate with police officers in reporting and holding on to illegal immigrants, particularly violent criminals, and are now preventing their own citizens from bidding on contracts to build the wall. Our bill would take that money and apply it to building the wall and would prevent the sanctuary cities from receiving funds if they're not going to follow the law.
So basically, you were a former state attorney general, and you know firsthand how important those federal infrastructure funding is for states. Give us some specifics about what would happen if your bill passed if the cities do not receive this federal money.
Well, we send a lot of infrastructure money to our states and our local communities. These are federal taxpayer dollars. And our bill is really about the rule of law. We're a nation of laws. The federal government's in charge of immigration policy. A law was passed. The president has promised to build a wall. The money's intended for that purpose. So our message to these sanctuary cities is you can't ignore the law and expect taxpayers to send you transportation dollars. If you're not going to comply with the law and follow it, then that money will be used to build the wall.
Why, very quickly we have to go, but why do these sanctuary cities think they don't have to follow the law?
You know, it's funny. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure whether they're still fighting the last election or whether or not they want to have their own policy, send some sort of a message. But this country is free. This country enjoys its liberties because we're a nation based on the rule of law. If you don't like the law, there's a way to change it through our great democratic system. That's how it should be done. But we can't pick and choose the laws we want to obey and the laws we don't.
Thank you very much. Senator Luther Strange of Alabama. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.